Hello, it's me, Yshee Black, and welcome back to my channel.
Race?
Yes, I am back again with another video. Yes, I've said hello. It was all good and friendly, and now I'm back with a sort of get to know you vids. You know what I mean? I want you to know me if you don't already know me. And I did a little send me your questions in on Instagram, and I've got them all in here. Some of them were a bit too risque for YouTube. You know who you are. You know who you are. Thank you.
We see each other. We see each other. We good.
A few of them were repeats, but that's all right. So hopefully it all clears up. I'm not going to mention your names. Don't worry about that. Thank you very much. So you're all very, very safe. So if you want to get to know me, this is it. This is your video. If you don't care about me, just click off. See ya.
I'm just kidding. Could you imagine?
Right, now those who want to stay, lovely. And let's have it. Let's get into it. I bet you're all wondering, how did this absolute creature get into drag? How did she start? How did she begin? The year was 2016. Let's take it back. Ooh. And one of my best friends asked me to host their night, one of their nights in Birmingham. It was called Second Self, and it was like an open mic night. And they just needed a host, and I had my amazing performance degree, and I was like, yeah, okay, I'll do it. And then asked my friend Jenna Da Vinci, who's now my drag mom, to put me into the gig, and she did. And it was, you know, once every 2 months. I wasn't taking it seriously at all. I didn't care. I didn't care about drag. It was fun. I got paid in vodka. Yeah, so that was it. I was out having a good time with my friends.
Mayhem.
And then I decided to do a competition in London called Lip Sync 1000 in 2017, and that changed the game. That changed the game. So I went down to London, got through to the final. One of the judges was Graham Norton. So I've already been judged by Graham Norton already. And you know what he told me to do? He told me to pull my tights up. Yeah.
Graham. I loved Yshee Black. Fantastic. I would like to see a whole show of Yshee Black. An hour of Yshee Black. It was fantastic. Really great song choice. I like the clips. But now, to sound like the old man of gaydom, is tucking a lost art? That's the lowest crotch I've seen in a tight since my mother gave birth in a bathroom.
And then I went back up to Birmingham, and they offered me my own night. They did on a Sunday, and bear in mind, I don't know how to do any makeup. I don't know. I've only got one mix. But I just went, yeah, go on then. Go on then. We'll do it every Sunday. And I did a lip sync competition called the Church of Yshee. And it continued for like 5 good years. And then that's how the ball started rolling until I decided to move to London and do drag full time. So here I am. This is me. This is she. And in between all of that chaos, I was gigging and up and down, and I was going to different cities in Manchester, I was going to Glasgow, I was in Edinburgh, I was meeting everyone in Brighton. I was just having a really good time. I was having fun. And then I got into my Pop Buzz gigs, yes, so that's what some of you may know me from, my Pop Buzz interviews that I do when I interview the Drag Race girls.
Wow.
You dog, there she is! I hate you!
I hate you more.
We started that in 2020, and that's another interesting story that actually I might need another video for, to be fair, because that's really interesting, and I might go into deeper depths about how I got the gig, what we do behind the stage, how we get everything together, because all of that is really interesting, because obviously you just see me interviewing, but there's a lot of mechanics that happen behind the scenes, and we have a lot of fun, me and the Pop Buzz team. So actually I'll save that for another video. So yeah, just you all, if you know me, you know, you hear me before you see me. There we go, you hear me before you see me. That's great. That's great. So, well, it's great for me. I don't know if it's great for you, but it's great for me. So yeah, I don't know, am I missing anything else out before I read these questions? I don't think so. I think I've got everything. Maybe. Shall we get into these questions then, darlings? Question number 1. Wait, you got hit by a car. Yes. a really funny story. Me and my sister Blanche had done a gig for the NHS, believe it or not. We just had like a little staff party. We did a gig, it was great. We had a lovely time. We went out to the next pub after we finished. We got all out of the Guiche, and we were walking drunk up the road, and we'll turn in a corner, and Blanche, in front of me, directly in front of me, saw the car and just nipped across the road. I was looking directly at Blanche, so all of a sudden the car comes, hits me, I'm flown over onto the bonnet. Oh God, it's chaos. I fall on the floor, the driver comes out, oh my God, I'm screaming. There's so much distress happening. My friends picked me up, and then we walked to the next bar. Yeah. I walked to the next bar. I saw my drag sister on the door and went, "Can I get a free drink?" So I just been run over. She went, "No." I went, "Racism."
Up, down, left, right, around the hill and back again. I don't know how I do it, but I do.
But yes, I did get hit by a car after a drag gig. Question number 2. How about the time I got locked out of the hotel room naked?
Wow.
After finishing a Sunday gig in Birmingham, I went back to the hotel. Well, I went out, then I went back to the hotel room, and I crashed, and I was, out like a light until I decided, like, oh God, I need to get up and go have a wee. So I get up, but instead of going to the toilet, I went straight out the front door. I'm the only one in the room. So I turn back round, and the door closes behind me, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm like naked at 8 a.m. in the morning. I'm trying to bang on the door, but no one's there. I'm like, oh my God, no one's there. So I run down the corridor to there's a linen cupboard. Thank God no one was in there. And I grabbed a towel, and then ran downstairs to reception and just asked for another room key, and then went back up and let me in. But this was all happening in the space of like 10 minutes. I was like panicking because not only was I still like a little bit intoxicated, I'd realised it was the morning, so people were walking past. So I was trying not to draw more attention to myself than I needed to. So yeah. Question number 3. Have I ever wet myself performing? No, never. I know where the toilets are. I don't.
A few moments ago.
Instead of going to the toilet, I went straight out the front door. Famously, I don't know where the toilets are. I don't know whether. Yeah, I don't. I haven't peed myself on stage. Question number 4. Would you ever change your name to Senorita Scabies? No. Question number 5. Rank yourself in a list of Brummie queens. Listen, I love all of my sisters and my brothers and all of the in-betweens. Obviously, I suffer a lot from the Delulu. And because I suffer a lot from the Delulu, I'm going to rank myself as number 1. Because I think my journey is just, it's just been the best. And I think I've done a lot for Birmingham. People won't admit it, but me running around different cities and calling people, bastards and saying bab a lot. And also when I used to do the competition, I used to bring a lot of people down, up to Birmingham, and they'd love that. And they love Birmingham, and they go back and say it's one of the best scenes. So yeah, everyone will disagree with me in Birmingham, but don't worry about that. They always disagree with me. Who needs haters when I have sisters from Birmingham? There'll be no comment about my makeup skills. There'll be no comment about my outfits. No comment about my wigs that will even touch the sides, because I've heard 1,000 times worse from my sisters in our group chat. Just want you all to know that there on YouTube. If you ever feel like commenting, be like, oh my God, she looks terrible. Oh my God, her makeup's bad. Oh, she needs new outfits. Don't worry. I've heard it all before. I take it all in. I don't listen unless you want to pay me to get more outfits. And go right ahead. I'll put the PayPal link in somewhere. You can pay me. That's fine if you're that passionate about it. That's all right. PayPal /Yshee Black. Have I ever done the hanky-panky in drag? I know he sent this question in. I'm just going to let you know, those who know, and those who don't. Moving on. Questions. The next question. Do I tuck? I don't tuck, actually. Surprise. What's going on here? What is this?
And fix your hair. You're like a damn cockatoo.
There we go. What is this? Look at this. There's a little. That's terrible, but that will do. What's new? It's my drag. Do I tuck? No. Next question. Biggest trial as a POC within drag and your position on the scene. There we go. Now we're getting into some nice territory, darlings. There we go. So, biggest trial. So my biggest trial, I would say, was when I first started. It was just learning, surprise, learning like makeup and my shade and stuff like that. Because even though I had my drag mother painted me, a white woman, I didn't know shades and I didn't know much about makeup. I didn't care much for makeup.
I'm shocked. This is shocking news. Shocking. I'm shocked.
And even now, I'm still a bit umming and ahhing. I know a lot more than I did.
Okay, we can move on. Yeah, we can move on.
But because I came from a theatrical background, just acting, learning makeup and stuff wasn't my thing. And I felt like most of the scene at the time were really like makeup advocates and stuff like that. And they were like, we know what we want to do with our faces. And this, that, and the other. We know our shades and we know this. And everyone being of the same shade sort of, helped each other out. And I think learning my own stuff became a bit difficult. And also being one of the only ones on the scene doing drag as a lip sync artist was quite difficult in itself. Even though I was surrounded by great friends as well, I think when more POC artists started to pop up, they used to look at me as sort of like somebody who could, who's like them. And I was like, I'm just stumbling it through myself. But you gotta fake it till you make it. The next question, the biggest bastard you know. There's a lot of them. There's a lot of them. Honourable mentions, Blanche, drag queen, very, very big one.
Where'd you come from? Oh! Contestant number one, watching where'd you come from?
Pork pie is a very big one.
And every highway.
I will dedicate this one to Ashley Mark, aka Trashly Mark. And if you don't know Ashley Mark's work, then well done. If you do, you know what I'm talking about. She's a very big bastard. She's very funny.
Thank you, village. You've been stunning.
But for those of you who don't know what a bastard is, if I said a bastard was somebody who was really entertaining, makeup looked terrible, but they could host and hold a crowd and they're entertaining and fun. And I think my examples that I'd use is